Deep within the icy waters of the Baltic Sea, where the sun barely pierces the surface, lies a haunting relic of the Third Reich's unfulfilled ambitions. The story of the Graf Zeppelin, Hitler's unfinished aircraft carrier, is one of grandeur, of technological innovation, and of the devastating consequences of internal strife. The concept of a German aircraft carrier was born out of the necessity to challenge British naval supremacy. The Graf Zeppelin was designed to be the crowning jewel of the German Navy's Zeppelin, the strategic naval rearmament program aimed at countering the British Royal Navy on the high seas.
With a planned displacement of 33,500 tons, a design speed of 33 knots, and an operational range of 8,000 nautical miles, she was a masterpiece of naval architecture. Engineers equipped her with a unique propulsion system and an armored flight deck designed to withstand heavy sea state and combat stress.
The ship was designed to carry 42 aircraft, including the Messerschmitt Bf-109T fighter and the Junkers Ju-87C Stuka dive bomber. These models required heavy structural modifications, such as folding wings and reinforced landing gear, specifically engineered to endure the impact of catapult launches. Uniquely, German designers feared the carrier would be ambushed by British destroyers. Thus, they fitted her with an unusually heavy cruiser-like surface armament, featuring 8 15-centimeter guns. This hybrid philosophy made her a formidable, yet overly complicated weapon of war.
Construction began in 1938 at the Deutsche Werk shipyard in Kiel. But the grand project was immediately paralyzed by a venomous internal power struggle. A silent civil war erupted between the German Navy and the Supreme Command of the Luftwaffe.
Hermann Göring, the Luftwaffe's commander-in-chief, was fiercely opposed to the Navy controlling any aircraft. He saw naval aviation as a direct threat to his military monopoly. As Göring notoriously boasted, "In Germany, everything that flies belongs to me." Göring's sabotage was bureaucratic but lethal. The Luftwaffe delayed the delivery of specialized carrier aircraft, refused to train Navy pilots in naval navigation, and constantly changed technical requirements, leaving the ship a stranded asset without a wing.
In April 1940, the German invasion of Norway turned the North Sea into a chaotic war zone. The sudden entry of the British Royal Navy put the defenseless, unfinished Graf Zeppelin at extreme risk of being obliterated right inside her home port of Kiel.
Panicked, the Navy suspended all construction and ordered the giant hull to be towed away. Thus began her humiliating journey as a nomadic exile, dragged from Kiel to Gotenhafen, and later to Stettin, fleeing blindly from the ever-expanding reach of Allied bombers. The final political death blow came in January 1943. Following the disastrous Battle of the Barents Sea, a manic Adolf Hitler flew into a rage, screaming that surface capital ships were completely useless. He ordered the immediate defunding of all large ships, diverting every scrap of iron to the U-boat fleet.
By April 1945, the Soviet Red Army was close enough to hear. To prevent their crown jewel from falling into enemy hands, the desperate German crew placed heavy explosives inside the hull. On April 25, the charges blew, and the pride of the Zeppelin sank ingloriously into the shallow muck.
Today, the silent tomb of the Graf Zeppelin lies deep in the Baltic Sea. For decades, her final resting place was a Cold War secret. Now, she remains a chilling monument not just to the devastation of war, but to the self-destructive friction of an autocratic regime that destroyed its own creations from within. As we gaze across the calm, deceptive waters of the Baltic, we are left with the greater what-ifs of history. Had she been completed, she might have altered the Battle of the Atlantic. But instead, she remains a cautionary tale, a multi-billion-ton monument to a strategy lost at sea.